Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go, here we go. 90, Wolf.
59. You don't know no better.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Young on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They're going to run it with Anderson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On the carry, it's Samuels. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Looking deep here for it's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
61, matchbox lights.
He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A toss play to Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
70, Indy.
The play fake, now Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
X3, 218, chop.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. No.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready, 18, Gator. team spill.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. Third down here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Come on, set.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, tight. Check. Check 50. Check 50.
80 weapon. Snap.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah,
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further. Towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Under coach. Check three. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Ready?
Following the interception, Young. Ebron caught left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15 line.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Bravo!
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Go! 10 over.
Hey, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Ready?
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
50, plant.
Young looks to throw on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Another run here with Sanders. They find some open field here. 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to run it with Anderson. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Alpha.
Check 59, Mike.
Young on 3rd down. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
He's crashing.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost as Sanders has it poked free, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31. Yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The throw into the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
60 outlaw.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Coming.
Go.
Off the play fake, Young. Short little throw to Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Cut.
Now a first down throw for Young. Looking for and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Steelers 56, Bengals 14. Chris Boswell
now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I got it.
One 6-6, pull it high. 2.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Matchbox lights.
Watch out.
Snap.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Boyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ricky. Watch twist.
Protein spill. 5.
They run for it with Mixon. And he is going absolutely nowhere.